ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ॐ अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। नम ॐ विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्तस्वामिन् इति नामिने। नमस्ते सारस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदेशतारिणे। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभो नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौरभक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। Hare Krishna. I welcome everyone to this fifth session of our Rajavidya Rajaguhya Yoga series. We discussed the first four shlokas of the ninth chapter of Bhagavad Gita in the last few days. Now we will discuss the fifth shloka. Just to give a quick recap to what we have already discussed. In the first shloka of this chapter, Krishna described that what he is going to reveal is the most confidential secret, which is the knowledge of Bhakti Yoga. And in the second shloka, he described 8 qualities of this knowledge of bhakti. And in the third shloka, he described that faith or shraddha is the foundation of our spiritual life, and not just acquiring this knowledge of bhakti, but we should acquire that knowledge with faith and practice with faith, then we'll get realization of Krishna. So these are the first 3 shlokas, which are like a prelude in this chapter. Now from the fourth shloka, Krishna began describing his own Aishwarya Gnana. In the fourth verse, he said, everything is in him. Maya tatapadam sarvam jagadavyaktamurtina. I am all pervading. I am there everywhere in the entire universe. Everything is in me, but I am not in everything. He said like that. Now, fifth shloka is also kind of continuation to what Krishna said in the fourth shloka. Let's recite that. न च मत्स्थानि भूतानि पश्य मे योगमैश्वरम् भूतभृन्न च भूतस्थो ममात्मा भूतभावनः। न च मत्स्थानि भूतानि पश्य मे योगमैश्वरम् भूतभृन्न च भूतस्थो ममात्मा भूतभावनः। न च मत्स्थानि भूतानि means everything is not in me. If you remember, in the previous shloka, what did Krishna say? He said something exactly opposite to this. He said, Maya tatamadam sarvam jagadavyaktamurtina matsthani sarva bhutani. Remember the third line of the fourth shloka. He said, Matsthani sarva bhutani, and now he's saying, Nacha matsthani bhutani. Exactly opposite. Earlier he said, everything is in me. Now he says, everything is not in me. What does it mean? Everything is in Krishna means everything is dependent on Krishna. He is the source and sustenance of everything. But when Krishna said everything is not in me, it means that he is not dependent on anything. Or he is not attached to anything. So that's the meaning. We'll discuss more details. But Nachamat Bhutani means everything is not in me. Pashyame Yogamaishwaram, behold my mystic opulence. I am simultaneously inside everything and outside everything. I am simultaneously maintaining everything, yet detached from everything. If you are detached, why are you maintaining? That's what it is. Krishna is responsibly maintaining everything, yet he is detached from everything. He is inside everything, he is outside everything. Everything is inside him and everything is outside him. He is not attached to anything, yet he maintains everything. So this is Krishna. Okay. And in this context, let me give another smaller detail from Srimad Bhagavatam and Chaitanya Charitamrita. Krishna has multiple forms. One of the forms of Krishna is Karanodaka Sai Vishnu, also called Mahavishnu. When Mahavishnu breathes out, millions and millions of universes come out of his bodily pores. Yasyaikanishvachitakalamatavalambhya jivanti loma vilaja Jagadandanathaha. Jagadandanathaha. He is the master of millions of universes, which are like Brahmandas, which are like eggs, universal eggs. So, Mahavishnu breathes out and all the universes come out of his body. Till then, All these Brahmandas were there inside Mahavishnu's body. When he breathed out, they came outside Mahavishnu's body. Means universe is inside the Lord and outside the Lord also, isn't it? When the universe comes out of the Lord, this Mahavishnu expands himself as Garbhodakasaya Vishnu and enters into each and every universe. That means, as Mahavishnu is outside the universe, or universe is outside Mahavishnu, but Garbhodakasaya Vishnu is inside the universe, right? So simultaneously, the Lord is outside the universe also, inside the universe also. Simultaneously, the universe is inside the Lord also, outside the Lord also. That is the Yogameshwaram, Pashyame Yogameshwaram, behold my mystic opulence. And within that universe, there is a little planet called Earthly Planet. Within that earthly planet, there is a little place called Vrindavan. And within that Vrindavan, Nanda Maharaj's palace is there. In the courtyard of Nanda Maharaj's palace, Krishna eats dirt. And Yashodamata becomes worried. She says, my dear Krishna, open your mouth. I want to see. Why did you eat dirt? Then Krishna opens his little mouth. And within that mouth, entire universe is there. Right? Where is that mouth? In Krishna's body. Where is Krishna? In Vrindavan. Where is Vrindavan? In earth. Where is earth? In this universe. Where is universe? That came out of Mahavishnu's body. And Krishna is showing the entire universe within his mouth, within his belly to Mother Yashoda. The Lord is simultaneously outside the universe also, inside the universe also. The universe is simultaneously inside the Lord also, around the Lord also. So that is Krishna's mystic opulence. Behold my mystic opulence, Krishna says. Pashyame yogamaishwaram. Bhuta bhranna cha bhutastho mamatma bhuta bhavanaha. Bhuta bhran means he is the maintainer of everything. Nacha bhutastho, but is not a part of this creation. Bhutastha means one who exists within the creation, within the universe. And Bhutabhran means one who maintains and sustains everything. So Krishna maintains everything, he sustains everything, yet he is not a part of this creation. So he creates, he maintains, but is not a part of creation, he is not maintained by anyone. That's the meaning of the shloka. Krishna says in this shloka, in the last line, what did Krishna say? Mamatma bhuta bhavanaha. For myself is the very source of creation. I hope this is clear. First line, Nacha matsthani bhutani means everything is not in me. Means he's not attached to anything. Then Pashyame Yogamaishwaram, behold my mystic opulence. I am simultaneously inside everything, outside everything. Everything is inside me, outside me. I maintain everything, but I am not attached to anything. So that is my mystic opulence. Behold my mystic opulence. Then he says, Bhutabhran, I maintain everything. Nacha bhutasto, I am not a part of this creation. Mamatma bhuta bhavanaha, because I am the source of this entire creation. So I think this, while describing the translation itself, I gave a lot of explanation, but still let's go a little deeper into this. Krishna says that everything rests upon me. It is me who is maintaining everything in this universe. All the universes rest on Krishna's energy, but Krishna is independent of material creation. Just like so many birds rest on a tree. They have their nests, they have little baby birds, but the tree is independent of the birds. So tree is maintaining the birds, tree is sustaining the birds, tree is providing flowers and fruits to the birds and branches and stems to the birds for them to reside on. But tree is not dependent on them. The birds are dependent on the tree. Similarly, we are dependent on Krishna. Krishna is not dependent on us. We are in Krishna, but Krishna is not in us. Not in us means he's there inside as Paramatma, definitely, but he's not dependent on us, right? So then, then Acharyas write in several purports. Now you see, there are hundreds of birds fly through the sky every day. Many airplanes cross in the sky, and clouds float in the sky. But do any of them leave any mark on the sky? No. The sky supports all of them. The sky accommodates clouds, planes, birds, so many things. But the sky remains untouched, unattached, right? If a plane or if a bird goes from this portion of the sky to that portion of the sky is not attached. Or if a bird chooses not to fly in the sky, bird is not attached. If the plane doesn't fly, the sky is not attached. So just as sky accommodates everything, maintains everything, but unattached to anything, Krishna also. He supports the entire universe, but nothing can limit him. Nothing can change him. Nothing can burden him. He doesn't get exhausted by maintaining everybody. Mhm. Just like sky doesn't get exhausted by accommodating so many people, Krishna doesn't get tired by maintaining all of us. And he stays aloof. He is Goloka eva navasati akhilatma bhuto. He stays in Goloka enjoying his pastimes, and he also does the needful to maintain this world, but is unattached. So now, for example, an author, he writes a story and he creates every character in the story. He creates a village, a mountain, every adventure, every important turning point in a story that's created by the author through his imagination. But the author himself is not trapped inside the story. Author has a life and existence beyond that story. Sometimes you may read a story, you may get so immersed in the story, but it's an imagination from the brain of an author. But the author has his own life, right? So just as author exists outside the book, while still controlling everything inside the book. Similarly, Krishna creates and maintains the entire universe, but he exists outside the universe, aloof from the universe, right? That is Krishna's opulence, mystic opulence. Pashyame yogamaishwaram. So Krishna and his energies run the show in this universe. So Krishna gives sunlight to millions of planets. He supplies air to all living creatures. He provides food to all the animals and birds and insects and human beings, everyone. Yet his power is never diminished. Generally, when we contribute to so many people, not much is left with us. You have 10 laddus with you and you distribute to 10 laddus and your plate is empty. But Krishna is not like that. He can distribute sunlight or power or so many things to so many millions and trillions and quadrillions of living entities, but he remains intact, is perfect, and is complete. Is not exhausted, is not tired. That is Krishna's mystic opulence. Behold Krishna's mystic opulence. Millions and trillions of universes come out of his bodily pores, and so many universes. Just like you take a big bag of mustard seeds, can you count the number of seeds? When you look at the sky, you may see a lot of stars in the night. Can you count them? You pick up a handful of sand. Can you count the number of sand particles? Those many universes come out of the Lord's body, and the Lord is maintaining all of them. But he's unattached, he's unaffected. That is Krishna's mystic opulence. Behold my mystic opulence. People in general get tired, but Krishna never gets tired. He's always aloof from all these activities. We want unlimited wealth, but we strive to get it. Sometimes we are unable to get it. But whatever Krishna desires, it automatically is fulfilled. He is Satya Kama, Satya Sankalpa. He has Icha Shakti and his Vibhuti Shakti, that Shaktis can fulfill all his desires. That is Krishna's Yogamaishwaram, the mystic power of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Krishna is present in everyone, yet he is independent of everyone. He has an existence independent of everyone. So Krishna is independent of the universe. Krishna is independent of all living entities, but everyone is dependent on Krishna, and Krishna can do anything. Kartum akartum anyata kartum. So, but his dearest activity is to perform wonderful pastimes in the spiritual world, in the Goloka Vrindavan, in the Vaikuntha planets. So Krishna, although he stays in the supreme spiritual planet, he is also concerned about the people, living entities struggling in this material world. He maintains this material world. And he also descends into this material world. He performs some pastimes in this material world just so that we somehow get attracted to those pastimes and develop a desire to reconnect with him. Let us try to reciprocate with his desire by practicing bhakti, which Krishna describes in this chapter in the later shlokas. So tomorrow we'll meet again for the sixth shloka. Thank you very much. Shrimad Bhagavad Gita ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai.